Greetings, family. Greetings, greetings. I hope you all are doing well this evening. I came on a little bit late because I've been working on a few projects and time just went, real quickly in the evening. I was like, oh my gosh, it's all after 7. So I wanted to, maybe just do a quick little video and see how everyone's weekend has been. Perhaps you did something fun. We had fantastic weather this weekend. We always have sunshine, blue skies, and that's good for your melanin, as you probably will know. Melanin Report 360, Melanin Report 360, the Melanin Report 360. Like, share, subscribe, like, share, subscribe, like, share, subscribe. Yeah, melanin is very important, and we have over 300 days of sunshine. The valley, not necessarily the entire state, obviously. The valley, it's called the Valley of the Sun for a reason. So we have abundance of sunshine. I did not believe it until I moved here. I moved here in 2007 to go to Sweeha. That was alternative school, and studied some yoga and this and that, and finished up there. And I just like, oh my gosh, we had sunshine all the time. I'd never seen anything like it because I had not lived in this region before. And I sold my house back east and came out here, and everything kind of fell into place. And I didn't look back, and I did literally go back instead of just looking back. I had to go back to take care of another property, and it was Atlanta. And I'm not saying dreary, but up and down in weather, as you probably know. And if you live there in that region, but just magical time here. So I've been here next let's see, no, April will be 8 years. I moved here in 2013. Yeah. So I haven't looked back. I've had a lot of ups and just a few downs. But in the big picture, everything is perfect. Everything is perfect. And I'm so glad. Everything is perfect in my world. I wanted to take a moment to speak on, I'm not even going to read the fair use because I'm just speaking from my heart, my mind, my spirit. And there's just so much racing around. I haven't even moved my car for 2 days. 2 days. I'm going to go out tomorrow. But I just wanted to, take the plug out, if you will, and just be in my surroundings, working on some projects here. And I just want to be still. There's a special quality of being still, not being still on your phone, not being still watching TV. Excuse me. I need some water. Now, this is a dry, very dry area, so hence you need water, every few minutes. Good. Excuse me. So, with the racing around and the whole thing from yesterday of Meghan and Harry, I'll speak on that another time. The interview, I did watch the interview, but at the end of the day, when are we still? When are we still not preoccupied on a phone, on a device, talking on the phone with someone, emailing someone, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I think there's a special quality in a person that can be still for periods of time, even if it's 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour. To just be still. In the stillness is where the brilliance can come and emanate throughout our bodies. And as melanin people, melanated people, we know we are the closest level in spirituality, all areas. So since we've been here by hook and crook, we've gotten off of our game. We are in the Eurocentric game and the bling bling, the this that stuff. I just want to find out, when do we find peace other than sleeping, obviously. Hopefully you're sleeping well, at least 7 to 8 hours. I am. But literally, when are we taking time to just chill? Just put on, I have a headphone, in fact, in the closet. And sometimes I just listen to meditation music. I start my day in meditation. I listen to a couple of sisters. I check out their channel, and they have beautiful morning meditation. And evening, I do the same. But throughout the day, I find time to be still, to be still, to be still. In the stillness, you know you are in the presence of the Most High. We are gods. We are gods. And that's no blasphemy or anything. That's like in the head and heart of perhaps people who consider themselves Christian. But before we were brought here brutally, it seems like we had other practices. We were worshiping, or not worshiping, we were honoring the tree, we were honoring the animals, we were honoring, fill in the blank, and just paying homage and just sitting in nature. What has happened to that? I'm getting ready to go on a cleanse. I get this product from a brother in North Carolina. In fact, I'll give him a plug. So, Brown Water Detoxes, and I've used his products before, so I know they're really, really awesome. And so I'm in preparation of doing that cleanse. It's going to be 100% raw. It's going to be 100% raw. There's certain foods that I can eat. There's certain foods I have to get 2 tonics. I already got the tonic um, before 11 a.m. So one is kind of bitter. I know that it's kind of a bitter and a little pungent, I think. They're 2 different, I think they're in mason jars. So I'm in preparation of that. So I know I'm eating a little cleaner just in preparation, not necessarily because I got some collard greens downstairs I'm going to eat just in a short while. But yeah, this is a moment, this is the spring equinox. We're going into that period. And so I'm going to start my cleanse on Sunday, which is the day of the week I was born. So I try to start things at that time. And it's a 5-day cleanse. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay, I guess that'll be 5 to Wednesday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So 5 days. And I just want to be still, because in the stillness, magic can occur, especially as melanated women. As melanated women, we are life givers on the planet. We are the life sustainers, excuse me, on the planet. So if we're out of balance, not meditating, not being one with spirit, not acknowledging, how do I feel? Instead of just going into the routine of the day, where am I? And this is in honor of women's week, or Women's Day, or I forgot all the titles, but this is the acknowledgement of International Women's Day. That's it. Or National Women's Day. So where is our core? Where are our values? We need to toe the line. We have to be very present on the planet and in purpose. Where is our purpose? Where are we? Are we centered? Because if we're not centered, the entire planet is not centered. And that is why, you see Karens, all around, acting out, because no one's in silence, no one's having balance within a 24-hour period. They're starting the day hard, they're ending the day hard, maybe with a drink, maybe with a joint, whatever you do, you do. We have to have a sense, if we're not balanced as women, I don't know if the planet is going to ever be balanced. We have people who don't know their identity, no shame on that. I'm just saying it's out of balance. The society, this world is literally out of balance. And the only people, others can do their part, obviously. I'm not shaming the brothers, I'm not shaming anyone. Clearly, the women are out of balance, the planet is out of balance. The reason why I'm drinking, because I'm upstairs and it's kind of dusty, even though the window is closed. It's really warm today. It was like, I think it was 82 degrees. Yeah, this is a must. You just have to have water. It's not like back in Atlanta. Had like 42% humidity. That was low in Atlanta. And so out here, it could be 7 or 8 or 10% humidity. So that's not a lot of moisture in the air. So hence, you can take water any and everywhere you go. You will not be ashamed to bring in a bottle of water. So, okay. I want us to be, we have to be in understanding, because the society is just going haywire with the COVID, with this, with that. My relatives, I'm not going to mention any names. I was, I don't want to say saddened, but they made their choice, so they took the vaccine. So I have a certain way I feel about that, and that was most interesting. But we're going to I pray, meditate on them being okay and all of that. And they had it. I called this relative today to find out, hey, did you go? Blah blah blah. And they both did. So just send them. Well, everybody's got entitlement to their body, their mind, and their spirit. So only thing I can do is sit in prayer, draw in the energy, extend it out to them for their response not be, there would be able to be responding well and doing well. That's all I can ask for. But yeah, as women, we need to be centered more. I think sometimes in the work environment, there is where the women usually will be not so much passive. It's not about passive and aggressive. It's about kindness. We're losing the kindness or sweetness, professionalism. It doesn't have to come with chaos and confusion and all that. So there could be a sense of oneness of peace, because we enter the room, we know who we are, and it should be enough. It should be enough. So what I am saying on this day of all days, just honor the feminine. And brothers, you can honor the feminine in you. And that's not to say something about you, but to be in alignment with spirit, you see the yin and the yang of life. You know, my father, for example, he was he would be considered, in the truest sense of the word, no disrespect, of course, to my father. My father is beloved even to this day. But my father would be considered metrosexual. When I say that respectfully, he did not put a pair of shoes on without a shoehorn. I never saw him on the back of his shoes. I mean, it may have been a throwback from being in the military, but he had a sensibility of, excuse me, being kind. I learned kindness from him. I learned, um, you know, peaceful. He was a peaceful man. And not all men obviously are hard and this and that, but he was very respectful of women, you know. And so those were my mother and my father were my first teachers. So I paid attention to his kindness as a daddy's girl. So I was leaning a little bit more towards my father of his kindness, sweetness, et cetera, et cetera. But I don't know if we're bringing up men in this time. He would have been 90 this year, for example. And he's been gone 2014, so it's been almost 6 years since his passing. But I just want to say to the sisters, especially, to find your center and to be peaceful and loving and kind. I think, with social media and this and that, we have so much of a reason to be in your face and telling people off. I'm not trying to say that that hasn't come up for me in a moment. I don't always have to be right. So when you humble yourself, you don't always have to be right. You have to just find your center and don't or your square. The Moors say, stay on your square. So you're not tipping over one way or the other. But clearly, as women, we can really, really use a platform of loving kindness, of sensibility about ourselves. I really would like to start not so much a finishing school, just an etiquette school. I think that's kind of lost in the sauce. I don't know. I think Jack and Jill was really popular back in the day, definitely in New York. So that was really a social thing, and kind of gave you some manners and all that. I remember that being a part of my family. Folks would do some of it. But if we can have a moment of silence for each day, like 20 minutes, just taking the plug out, you know, social media plug, the platforms you're on, and just sit in silence. And then sometimes we will have questions throughout the day. We're torn one way or the other. We can't find the center, and it's kind of disturbing, upsetting. We're kind of in our head with things. But how is that? Because we are the life givers. We are the first. The first woman is the Black woman. That's the melanated woman. So I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. But when we are balanced, when we are appreciated, and when we are honored and respected, the planet will be in a different place. But that's not happening, you know, not now, you know. So we have to do a shift, as there is a shift in um, the stars, if you will. Personally, there's a shift. COVID, there's been a shift. So we have to go with the shift of finding the peace that passes all understanding. Do you do that? Do you honor yourself? Do you honor the feminine? Not saying weak, not saying, strong, not going back and forth with that. Just get to the center of your knowing. At least when we get to the center of our knowing, we will be on our square and we will make a sound decision and steadfast, you see. This light keeps going off and on. Excuse me. But clearly, the planet is out of balance. I think everyone would be in agreement. I think the way to get the planet back in balance is to honor and respect and cherish the melanated woman. Now you say, well, Deanne, you're saying that because you're melanated and you're a female. But when you do that, everyone else is taken care of. You see, the melanated woman is lowest in that way. Not that we are. We know our truth. But it is considered, we've been in this country probably too long, that's my opinion. We've been in this country for many, 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 many decades, catching, you know what, HELL. And, Breonna Taylor, that hit me in the gut, So when all of this transpires, we just see it as Tuesday or Thursday, We are so desensitized with the actions and the behaviors of others. It's just like another day, And that's where I pause, because if we are going on with, oh, Breonna Taylor, oh, that was so sad. Okay. There needs to be a shift. There's a shift in route. Okay. There's a shift in route. As Black and brown women, melanated women, we have to do the shift. Because if we're wilding out, not on our square, cursing people out, showing our what, where's the balance in that? Because we are the original female. We brought everyone else here. Everyone else came through us. Okay. So with that being the case, we definitely know, we have a knowing, a DNA knowing, that when you're cursing people out, when you're disrespecting yourself, blah, 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 we know we're out of alignment. We know we're off our square. And so I really want to ask, how can we change this and become who we were meant to be? Not who we are, the best of who we are without exception. So I would say a few things. Take a moment. Take a moment. The children are taken care of, husband's taken care of, your partner's taken care of. Hey, I've got a 20-minute or 30-minute, let's just say 30 minutes, to just sit and be still and know that you are expressing the highest level of existence known. And in that knowing, you feel safe, you feel honored, you feel respected. Because it comes from here. It comes from here. So if we're continuing to do what we keep doing, we're going to keep getting what we keep getting. That's laws of nature. So if we keep doing what we keep doing, we're going to I know that glare. Sorry about that. With that light. Anyway. Um, yeah. If we keep doing, we're going to keep doing. Well, if we keep doing what we're doing, we're going to keep getting what we keep getting. So there has to be a shift. So we have to take time in our day, throughout the day, maybe once a day, twice a day, morning, evening. I try to start my morning in prayer meditation. I don't turn on any electronic, including my phone, for like an hour. Center myself, find out what I'm feeling, check in with my body, check in with my mind, my heart, my spirit. I don't just get up and just run and catch the bus or drive or blah blah blah. So if you have this time in COVID era to do that, just do that. Don't start your day checking your phone, checking this, checking that, looking email, blah blah blah. So that keeps you in that realm of existence. It's not like we're off the grid. I'm not suggesting that. But you are in control of your life and your destiny. So you can literally cut stuff off. Like, I'm not going to start my day until I do boom boom boom. You know, I start my day with my supplements. Start my day with prayer. I start my day with supplements. Then I have an hour with supplements, and then I eat. I start breaking my fast. And now on Sunday, I'm going to start my cleanse in preparation of that. So I'm going to have a serious routine as I do now, but it's going to be really, really respectful of who I am. I am not going to be on the phone gossiping, talking about people. That's just not me. I don't think it's ever been me. I've been on this planet for what, 57 years? And I mean, I don't, even in college, maybe in that time, but as a full adult, I try to find the sweetness in life. I try to find the joy in life. I try to find, and I find the sweetness, the joy. And it appears that the chaos and confusion doesn't even enter my realm of existence. Typically, a few times there'll be a little, slippage, and somebody will come in and disturb my peace. But literally, your peace starts here. You're here. You're here. So when we get to that place, if we start our day in love, joy, peace, that's all that you will circulate. So when someone comes at you against that whole vibe, it's going to be blocked in some way, energetically blocked, spiritually blocked, whatever. You can't get in if you're in alignment, if you're on your square. It cannot get in. I'm telling you, you cannot get in. So you unlock that door. You take time in the morning, perhaps time at midday, and time before bed. That's my recommendation. And so we need to change the vibration on the planet so that we are in the age of Aquarius, and there's a lot of shifts. There's a lot of astrological shifts, naturally. We don't control that. The planetary shifts it is, whether you believe in science, if you don't, but it is on its way. It is in transit. So, I mean, doing the cleanse in the month of March, the equinox is in about a week and a half, 2 weeks. And so perfect timing. So I'm aligning myself with good. I'm aligning myself with a brother who has the brown water detoxes. Ty's a good brother. And, in communication today and my preparation of changing everything on Sunday. So I'm looking forward to it. Actually, I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, so that's what I wanted to share today. Just find our center, find our peace that passes all understanding, and know that we are God. We are goddesses. We, this is our planet. We should not be oppressed. That's out of alignment. The Black woman being oppressed is out of alignment. This planet will never be in alignment if the Black melanated woman is oppressed. And we are. Economically, we're oppressed. Our bodies are oppressed, etc. So we have to change that dynamic. We have to change it in spirit and in truth. So, namaste. I really hope you all enjoyed. Like, follow, share, subscribe to the Melanin Report 360. I appreciate your time and listening. And I'll be back tomorrow through Thursday. And I will start my cleanse on Sunday. So I'll be back maybe on Sunday instead of Monday. So give you all an update of my shopping. I might do a video of my shopping and my preparation of food, and 100% raw for 5 days, and 2 tonics, and I think it's an alkaline drink. I've got to go over the list because he sent it to me today. And so I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking really, really forward to it. So again, this is Deanne. Have a wonderful, beautiful night. And just think about what I said. Stay in alignment, be one with yourself and your God self. And see you soon. Thanks for listening.